This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, going ahead with Facebook. So far we've been doing, the organic posts and more or less what we're doing on the non-paid ways of how we can optimize a Facebook business page. So we created a post, we pinned the post to the top, so anyone who opens your Facebook business page, they get to see that the first, and followed by which you created an event, a job, and then offer. So the last option here was an ad. Also, so how we do scheduled posts. Going ahead now, we'll see how you create Facebook ads and how important is Facebook ads. And if you are a frequent user of Facebook and you someone who keeps scrolling down the post and you know you're quite active, you'll be seeing what's actually happening. One, you'll have posts from your friends, uh, your friends, and the others will be from the groups you like or certain pages you're following. And also along with that, you'll be seeing something. I'll just show you my profile if you can. So this would be your profile, and this is the wall. I mean, this is somewhere where you put your posts. And if you go to the news feed, give me a minute. Okay. So here is a page I'm following. Okay, Motor Beam. It's a page where they review motorbikes and cars. So that's something which I'm following. Followed by which the next ad I see is Simply Learn. And you observe here, you have something called as sponsored. So that's an ad which we can create as well. And if you run on regular campaigns, there are shows that there's a possibility you'll get good conversions and people coming in through these ads to your business. Okay, you can see the layout again. You have a description. It's just a two-line description. What they have: become masters of analytics and help businesses uncover the secrets to success with Simply Learn's Business Analyst Master Program. And they have an imager. So they worked on a creative. They put in the imager and a frame, first a frame and then image. They've used some shapes here. Okay. So this is how if you work on Canva, just I insist you spend some time on Canva designing some posts and creatives. So that is your daily activity once you become a digital marketer. One, you should know how to write copywriting. You should know how you attract people with your words. It should be your articulation should be so good. So you should be able to convey what you're looking at, and also in turn that should turn into a conversion. Okay, so please practice on Canva. If you want, we'll take one session one day just on Canva. Let's just create posts, logos. If I can, maybe a couple of classes down the line, we can do that. Because when before we start Facebook, I have to show you how to do thumbnail. For all these, you can make use of Canva. So that's a free online tool. If not, you can make use of other softwares as well, which can be CorelDRAW, Photoshop. But for time being, instantly, if you want something, it's always great to log into Canva and get your design done. And even I can show you how this is done. Okay. So what you're seeing here is a frame. So you get many such frames. Let me go there and show you. So, let me take a small, an empty post. Let it be your Facebook post. If you go to the elements section here to the left, you'll find a lot of options here. One, you'll have what are the recent elements you've used. Second is shapes, lines and shapes. So more you make use of lines and shapes, more attractive your creative becomes. And followed by graphics, some graphics which are here. Or if you're not happy with these, go to Google and type in the element you're looking for and type PNG next to it. So you'll find it. Okay. Let me show you that as well. Okay. If I'm looking for NICT logo PNG, so I'll go here. I'll have multiple images here. Go to more view more images, and when you click on that, you should get that checkered background in the behind the image. And if you're able to remove it without the background, that is a PNG format. Okay, something here, but that's not PNG. Or if you're not getting here, just go up here and PNG. You see this image here. So the moment I drag it out, I get only the image and not the background. The same way you get all these elements in Canva. So in case an element you're looking for, you don't find it, go to Google, do this, and you get the image you're looking for. Okay, let me try another one. Let me try Christmas. So it gives you an option, transparent, background, frame. So whatever kind of PNG you want, you can pick it up. Okay, I'll show you this. But not the first image always what you get will be a PNG. You need to it'll take some time and practice. So as you work on that, you'll be able to tell whether it's a PNG or not. And there are sites as well for getting good PNGs. So this is one top PNG. So some will be paid, some will be free. Now here again, the background comes along with it, but the minute you download it, you will have the version of it which is just the element and not the background. Okay. In case you want, you find this itself. There's one more way. So they're disabled right now, so I can't do it. Okay, let me take one from Google again. Okay, if I take this and I download the image, there's another site which I would like to show you, and you can make more note of it as well. It's called. Let's go to Google first if you want. And this can be done to any images where you want just the element and not the background. Even for a person, you can just take out the background and keep the person. It's called removebg.com. It's removebackground.com. So upload your image here. I have taken Christmas. So it automatically removes the background. I think the paid one will be the HD, the normal one you can download here. And that should be, if that has been removed, I'll get it here. See this? The background has been removed and you can just use the element. So make use of removebg.com, or you can find direct PNG on Google as well. So going ahead, okay, I was just showing you what would be the simple format, creating an offer, any such creators. What are the framework? What are the things that need to be here? One is definitely your logo. You see these shapes here. There are multiple options of shapes. This doesn't go well with screen. This is just for showing you how it works. Now, okay, you come here, and in the elements section, you have lines and shapes. So there are a lot of offers how we can make your creativity and create one, make one creative, whatever season and whatever you would like. Just make creative, a business creative, saying launch of your product or service or launch of your company itself. Okay, let's take as launch because we haven't done any posts so far. Let's come here, open Canva, come to Facebook posts and make a creative. Make use of the elements here, like what I'm explaining right now, the content. Make use of this and make one creative and kindly share it on WhatsApp. I still didn't get your Facebook business page links or your Facebook business page screenshots. Please take time and make sure it is done. It's very important. It's a learning process and it should take much time as well. So you can use these kind of elements and see this. If you don't, not finding ideas, always it's not wrong. Just go to the presets, see how they do it, and you can for first couple of creatives and posts, you can copy that as well. Okay. So it'll give you guides where you can align it exactly in the colors, or you can make it black, something like this, and Control A, Control G, Control C, Control V. I've taken the same and turn it around. Okay, that should be 180, and you can use these kind of things. Right. So that is with that, and if you calm down, you'll find videos in case you're doing any, you're designing any videos for YouTube or something upcoming, and you have audio as well for that. You'll find charts in case you have a presentation coming up. You can make use of charts. So frames is what I was talking about. Let's see how this is done. Okay, then find something closer to that. So it even has names and numbers. It's all your creativity and imagination how you can make this look good. Align it and look for an image. You download the image you want as per your business category and drop it here. Okay, the minute you put it in the frame, this is how it looks. And the just see the colors go well. If red is not going well, choose blue. Whatever goes with the theme of it. You see this, add in your logo and elements. See here they have certain tools they have covered. So make sure it is complete and your branding is very clear. Okay, you can use a shape here and have a logo on that. So give it a go. So this is the headline. They have business unless the master program. That's what they're advertising there. Okay. So apart that, once you create an ad, what do we have there? Okay, you have a description. You have this creative what you've done, and you have the site link. You have a headline like capstone plus what are they providing and subheading. And right side you have a CTA. So the minute I click there, it takes me to the website where all the details are there. I can contact them or download the syllabus of it. So this is another venue which are doing the same. This is a venue in Bangalore itself, and they are following a carousel in the sense they have added multiple images. So as I click right, okay. So here you see as sponsored. So they are running a campaign where in this area or certain circumference of Bangalore, everyone who are uh, of, they're choosing a audience of certain category for them will be showing up, or they are choosing the age group, gender, um, profession, and all that, which I'll be showing you in the next. Okay, so see here, you see Casper Sky. All the big companies are doing this, and Facebook is a platform where I told you it's one of the biggest social network platforms. So it's very essential for us to make a presence felt here. So Casper Sky, okay, see Casper Sky is a very big company, but you have another venue, a Bangalore-based venue, who are presenting themselves. So you see the scale of business from a small company, a small. I mean, there should be a venue of big size itself. What I mean is, uh, for a local establishment to an international company, everyone are present here. So that is a visibility what we get here, and groups as well. Group is another topic which we have to do. That would be again an organic where you have people coming together discussing topics and posting consistently on the the area of their interest. So you can create your own groups and discuss that as well. Some of the groups on the left they have here. Okay, so here it's suggesting Tata Punch Club. So here Tata has created a group just for owners of a new car, the Punch. So it's a direct CTA. The minute I click, it adds me as a member to that. Supervise many Bangalore startups. I think this is a good one too. So similarly, they have a cover page here. Discussions. What are they currently talking about? Featured. What are the featured posts? Okay, topics. You see them with hashtags and who are the people part of this. And if they have any events. So similarly, in a page, how you create in a group as well, you can create events. It could be a social event where all your group members come together and the media what has been shared from their end. So they're also mentioning here, be polite or go home. So they're very clear on the terms and conditions. And they mention what they're about, knowledge sharing, generic startup, group discussion, feedback. So you can create a group as well. I'm sure most of you would be having one already. Yeah. Now let's get to creating that. So yesterday what I showed was an automated version where Facebook will ask you certain options, and as you go through that, it will create an ad based on your replies, what you get. Okay. Generally, you want to create anything new, you can click on the stack of six dots. So job, marketplace, listing, event, group, which I told you about, ad, story, room. Clicked on ad, and it takes me to ads manager. So basically, yesterday I shared you a screenshot of structure of an ad. Let me just look now. What you get in the top would be the campaign. Let me check if I can. Give me a minute. So this was the image which I shared yesterday. What says here? The structure is quite similar on all the social media platforms. If you get some idea of this, I guess it'll be very easy further ahead. So how it's created is first I mean, this is a Facebook, what I'm talking about, Facebook ad structure. What you'll have is a campaign. Campaign is in what is the reason you're creating this ad for this campaign for the goal basically. So the same when I open Facebook on second. So here when I come to Facebook and start creating an ad, okay, this is ad section, ad manager, Facebook ad manager. It'll ask me what is my objective. What do I want to do? Whether I want to create awareness, brand awareness, which shows your ads to people who are most likely to remember them. Okay. So there's a slight difference between reach and brand here. Okay. If we go to reach, it shows your ads to maximum number of people. So here the possibility are it will show your ad to maximum number of people, but they may like or they may not. Okay, but if it is filters down to brand awareness, it will show your ads to people who are most likely to remember them because they'll have some connect or requirement regarding your product or service you're providing on your business page and ad you're creating. Okay, followed by which you can the first step would be you should always start with awareness. Okay, reach to people, create an brand awareness, and next would be the consideration. That's the next step. So here you can bring traffic, okay, send people to a website, app, Facebook event, or let them tap to call you. Okay, this phase is all about they considering your business, considering a business. First one would be the getting to know, the reach. So here is they considering, they taking the next step. And engagement. Engagement, get more page likes, event responses, or post reacts, comments, or shares. You have app installs, very similar. You get the installs, video views. If you have put out the content and you're trying to, you know, advertise your video, you can do this. Lead generation. Okay, you can use forms, calls, chats, and generate leads, messages. People who allow them to engage you with a messenger. So messenger is also a tool where you can make use of people responding to you. Okay. After this awareness consideration, the last step would be conversion. And we spoke about this process of digital marketing. We had first visibility, correct? We had the 5 steps there, and finally after engagement and conversion, okay, conversion was the fourth one, and last step would be retention. So here they have three: awareness, consideration, and conversion. So after you reach them, they are aware of your product, and then they take the second step of viewing and liking or sharing your content, whatever you put, or even making the purchase. Purchase comes here. Okay, conversion. Last step would be the conversion. Here, the chances for whom the ad is displayed are most likely to take action, such as buying something or calling you from your website. So sales catalog. Use your target audience to show people and store traffic. For timing, we'll start with brand awareness, or we'll do brand awareness. Okay, clearly shows. Name your campaign optional. We'll start from the first. Now here I've taken Digital Edge. So I'll take name of the campaign as Digital Edge. If you've done anything previously, it'll show up. So if you're a special category event, if you're from a special category, in the sense, if you belong to a credit, employment, housing, social issues, elections, and politics, you need to make it clear. As we are no such, we can continue forward. And the next would be the campaign details. In a sense, what is their buying type? Only current option we have is auction, so that would be default as well. And campaign objective we have selected already as brand awareness. So when you click on show more options, so here you can add a spending limit. Say per day you would like to spend only three. Okay, I'll say fine. So it says campaign spending limit must be 5,000. Okay, so it's not taking 500. So if I change here, so it says minimum you need to have around 5,000. Let me 5,000. And next would be A/B testing. You can skip this option for now. So campaign budget optimization. See, if you let Facebook take care of it, you'll see how much it has to be spent, or if give it off, you can manually set. So here there are two concepts. One is a daily budget, and the other one is a lifetime budget. So daily budget, in the sense, if I keep daily budget of 200 rupees, so next till my ad ends, that is the amount that will be spent. If I choose lifetime budget, I keep an amount. Okay. So here, if I cancel this again, give me a minute, go back to brand awareness. Okay, here I keep a daily budget of 1,000 rupees. If I keep it lifetime, there a certain amount where till that amount gets over, the ad shall be running. Okay. But if you keep daily, that amount gets credited from your, it gets cut from your bank account and goes into it. But if you keep a certain budget in advance, like let me keep it as Okay, so if it's higher, you can ignore the warning. So I'll keep a budget of 30,000. So here, till the 30,000 gets spent, my ads keep going out. Then you can go next. So that was the first part. What you had, the campaign part of it. I can show the video again, image again. Okay, so you worked on the campaign here. Further ahead, we have ad set. So you can name it again. Digital, it does this next. So dynamic creative provides creative elements such as images and headlines will automatically generate combination as per your as per your audience, and variations may include formats and more elements. So Facebook will choose what kind of headlines it has to implement while showing it to them. You can provide the creative elements such as images, headlines that will be used automatically to generate. Okay, for time being, we'll just work on the default option and keep it off. When you provide these images and elements, Facebook shall take in that, and as per the format is being displayed, it'll use that element. Okay. Now optimizing your delivery. Okay, when are you charged? When you show an ad. Okay, depends on as we're doing brand reach here. See this, we're doing brand awareness. It decides how your money is spent. So if it says impressions, because what we're doing right now is how many people it reaches. So it creates an impression on people. So that's what it says impressions here. Okay, when are you charged? You're charged when people get to see this ad. Each time your ad is displayed when someone logs into Facebook or they're scrolling down to the right side. So any format of it is shown. That is when Facebook charges you. Okay, those are default options again. Here is scheduling and budget. So when does my ad start? So I'll keep a set start date. So it's taken a default of today's. I'll keep it as 4th to 11th. Okay. Okay. That should take in December. A 10-day campaign. So again, you can add limits, which we did earlier, similar way, but don't do much here. Set your scheduling. What time? I mean, what time? What date it is starting and what time? So I'll say around 8 o'clock. Ends at around. Okay. Use lifetime budget as a step budget. Okay. And as you go down, this is a section which you have to pay a little attention. Here you create your audience. So basically, you decide to whom do you show your ad. Okay. If you have already created one, you can see if you look alike, or there'll be options as well. If you've done it before, it would be showing here. And as you create, you'll start analyzing the data you've taken and give you lookalike audience. So we're doing it for the first time. Let's start with one. Create new audience. Okay, reach people who have already interacted with your business. Reach new people on Facebook who are similar to most valuable audiences. So this is the option what you can do. But if you click all, you get both. So now we need to create one. Let's choose the location, India. Here you'll get an option whether you can include or exclude them. Just let me zoom in a bit. So I've chosen where I wouldn't be doing it whole of India, so I can choose the location. Let me take as Bangalore. So my option here was to include Bangalore, and I can also increase the circumference. I can take it as 20 kilometers around the set point what I've taken. So that's 20 kilometers around that pin. Okay. Here we have an option of include and exclude. So if I give as exclude, I can give any cities close by. Let me give as Mysore. So Mysore is now excluded. So Bangalore is included, and here as well, the whole of Mysore. So same way, this if you've done it, if you do it in a a closer proximity like areas, let me show that as well. Let me clear this. Include. Let me take as Jayanagar, Jayanagar, Karnataka, India. It's gone to another city. Okay, so it's taken location HSR, and I would like to exclude Kormangla. So if you zoom in, your ad will be displayed around HSR and not in Kormangla. So that is the thing what you can do. Another way is you can drop pin. So put somewhere in JP Nagar, reduce the circumference. So it's taken just the location. So if you have a store or your office is here, you can drop the pin on your location and around. Okay, I've taken exclude. Let's make it include. You can make the changes there. So I don't want such big radius. Let me reduce it to 2 kilometers. So it's now reduced to 1 kilometer. So 1 kilometer around the pin, people whoever exists, they are sure to get my ad. So that is a point of location. So going ahead, we can even filter the age. And if you wonder how we're getting these information, it is people basically when they're signing up for Facebook, they're giving all these details. So Facebook will protect their privacy in terms of the name and what it is, but you'll get the classified, uh, you know, categories of what people are. And when we as marketers make use of this, there's a lot of potential for us to reach our target audience. Okay, now we can choose an age. As we're doing this marketing, let us take it from 18 to 40 maybe. Okay, genders, you can choose what gender you can target. So this being digital marketing, you don't have to look into it. Or if you're selling a product, something like a sari, or you're selling some leather jackets, you can target to the men. So basically, it goes on what product and service you're providing. So detailed targeting here. Okay, here you can choose what article, the interests are. A lot of options here. Sales. So people who are into sales, it picks. So that was a direct field which I picked up as sales. But there's another where you need to browse, go through this demographics, education. I can find education level at university, at school, at doctorate, foundation, high school. So this is a level of the depth of classification of categories you'll find here. Let me choose at post graduation. Okay, so that's selected. So what I select will show up here. It'll differentiate on the demographics, education level, demographics, works, industry. I've chosen sales here. If you don't want to go through, the browsing and everything, you can directly take suggestions and look for it. So I can say master's degree, and so this is a new, I mean, update as well on Facebook ads. So before we had to browse through and find it. Now it is giving you suggestions. Okay, we need anyone from education, so I'll take that as well. And people from business. So in the other option which I showed you yesterday, it was straightforward. It's going to ask you a few things and done. But here, as a digital marketing person, you can target your audience quite specifically and in depth with all these categories and options we have. So let's take so much, and you can also target them on languages. As we, in Bangalore, we have people from all languages. We can given everything what we have here, like Kannada, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu. So it again goes on what product you're doing. In case you are a publication, if you have a small publication of a language, a Kannada publication, that you're starting a small newspaper and something as such, or a magazine. So then you choose your languages. So let me add a couple of few more languages. English. Okay. So those are the languages what we can choose. So here I'll show you the connections. Whether you want the Facebook pages is concerned, people who currently like and follow your page, I'll show it to them as well, and people similar to those currently like or follow your page. So when I was showing you the insights and the other things, there it showed up what are the pages you can watch out for. The same ways Facebook will analyze based on the entries you give them. What are the pages similar to yours? You would have chosen the business category, the name, details, and all that products. So if they align and this is similar to those who currently follow your page. Exclude people who currently, okay, here if you give it as exclude, it will show to everyone else who are apart, who are already part of your page, who are your fans, and apart your fans, everyone else, if you want to reach other people, that's the option you choose. And apps, okay, people who have used your app, people similar to those who have used your app, similar options you can see even in the events. So you have advanced combination as well, okay, pet event and all this. Sorry, yeah, page, app, okay, connected. So that comes up individually. I mean, creates a separate create separate tab itself. So let's give us all for now. Okay, the same thing what you see here it get displayed in next three tabs. Okay, let's leave it as it is for now. Okay, placement. So this is another important thing, how your ad should be placed. If you let Facebook decide it, so it will place according to the budget. Okay, use automatic placements to maximize your budget and help show your ads to more people. Facebook delivery system will allocate your set budgets across multiple placements based on where you're likely to perform best. So Facebook takes the decision where your ad should be placed. So place in the sense, Facebook has Instagram as well, and Facebook has Messenger feature. Facebook has the news feed and also the right column which I was talking to you about. So if you want to do it manually, you can click on manual placements. So it'll ask what devices you want it to be shown on. Okay, you can choose mobile or desktop. So if it is a product which is just related to mobile, like if you think like an Intel or a Geo network, so for them it would make sense posting their ad on a desktop. So this is where they'll choose mobile, and even an application which would run only on the mobile platform. So they'll be specifically choosing the device as mobile. And going ahead, you have platforms as in Facebook, Instagram, Audience Network, and Messenger. So manually placing, you have the options to turn this off. So take Messenger off. Let the other one be open. So here, asset customization. See in the feeds, it'll show you as you go there. So the preview would be on the right side. So I have enabled Messenger. It's not showing me the option here. If not, see Instagram feed, the marketplace. I'm sure most of you have seen the marketplace where people start putting their products, having a price, and they discuss, and the sale happens. See Instagram Explore, stories. In all these, you can individually place it where you want and where you don't. Okay, let's go ahead. So this would be the last section. Okay, it's saying a deferred image is not going well. I need to take another one. I'll see that. So this is the last section. Let me do this up again. Okay, what you saw here, first we did the campaign. We found out what the objective was. We gave the necessary details for it. Second one was ad set, where we did the scheduling, budget, bidding, targeting, and placement. Okay, the last one would be the ad, which involves the creative side of it, where it will have the links, the videos, the content, text, images. So ad name also I'll take it as displayed. Okay, it'll ask whether which Facebook page and what Instagram account you want this to be shown on. So I'll choose digital edge. So this still has to upload with the image. It still shows carbonized. Okay, here you can create ad, or you can even use your existing post. Select the post. So you see this now. Okay, that was Reels It Requires video. So you can either choose a post or you can create an ad. Okay, this is what you create on your own here. Okay, two options. What we have is if you have posted something already, you can take this as and create a post. Your organic post can be converted to a paid promotion, or you can start with create an ad wherein you will have to select the image. And here there's a format of three. One, either you can take a single image or video, or you can do a carousel where multiple images can be selected, which I showed you for Discovery Village, where they had that, 4, 5 images, and you can go through them. And collection would be again group of items opens up in a mobile screen experience. Let's choose this, or let me take the one which I already created. Okay. So every edit is saved automatically where you don't have to do it. The last one, okay, let me go back to that. So that was, see, it's on, not off, course. Turn on that. I'll need to do the billing, which was the last point of it. Okay, it brings you back to this section. And once we are all done with this, so this is how it appears as an ad later. I've chosen an existing post. See, it shows follow this page for upcoming updates on advanced social marketing. So the same, you can go to Canva, create an image. Like I showed you before, we had an example of Simply Learn there. So you can create an ad of your own and post it here. So this is the steps which we follow. Any doubts still here? So publishing. Okay, if it is connected to your bank account and it starts, getting the ad will be on and you will be getting from your bank account. So any doubts still here? Are you there? Are we good so far? If yes, please type one in the comment section. Okay. Okay. Great. So I got just 7 to 8 responses. Are the others there as well? We have around 29 participants. So with this, I want you to create a Facebook business page and give it a go. Do an ad and take a screenshot of the same. So I'm yet to receive your screenshots or links of your Facebook business page. So kindly do it today and share it to me. Okay. So here it says send people to your website. So it works as channeling your traffic towards your website. So I was explaining earlier. This is, I mean, you can create something like this on Canva. Smartphone training for office work, whatever your business category, what your requirements are. Based on that, just have a creative, a simple description of it, and you see the other things here. You have the link, the text, and you also have a CTA. So the minute they click on that, it directs them towards the website. So increase the conversion on your website. You can drive people from Facebook to your website, boost your post. So like what we did now, it is a similar process how you boost a post. You can boost your post, your event, offer, promote your page, getting more likes. Okay, that's what we did now. Like the page. That's another CTA where people take action right away. And here it shows what are the elements of it. Did we do the CTA there? It will always be in your ad manager. Just come here, any settings, anything has to be done. Okay, we missed the CTA. So you add a button here. You can choose whether learn more, apply now. Based on your requirement, you can add the CTA button here. If it is an app or something they can download, give it as download, get quotation. If it's a movie or an event or a show, a musical event, anything, you can give us get show times. And I think it would have been got connected to Book My Show or any of those applications. So you can choose a lot of options here: subscribe, watch more, sign up, see menu, request time, send message. Okay, that's cool. It's already running, so I can't do the CTA. I need to turn it off. Okay. So that's how you add a CTA button there. So this was a placement which we did earlier. Okay. I missed the event, that's why I came back there. And so it shows what are the elements which are needed: the message, the picture, the CTA here, and the link where you're trying to drive your customers to. See whether you when you create an event. This probably should be an old one, but more or less the content is valid still. Video views and how you do it, what campaign you choose. Clicks and likes as well. So each campaign has a single objective. Okay, you drive traffic to your website. Set budget for each ad set and organize by target audience. Last one would be you have multiple ads with different images and links. That's what we did now. Set up the account, payment method, budget limit, account settings. Okay, so a few takeaways from Facebook is don't use a profile to market your business. So it says don't use a profile, actual profile to market your business. Don't use a group to market your business. Don't post during bad times, like situations where some natural calamities or something is not good in the society. Avoid your posts. Don't be pushy in the sense, don't make posts which like buy now, do that. It should be something, you should not force them to the edge. Okay, it should be some awareness and something they get to know about. Don't sell too little. Okay, these are contradictory again. You shouldn't be selling little as well. So it should be you should have a middle line and don't ignore comments. See, as a business, if you see, I think some companies of late, even a local company which I saw, I'll see if I can show you that. Airtel was doing that pretty active of late, where you complain about the network or something, you had people from their moderators and social media managers. They used to answer them. They used to reply back. I don't know if I can find that. Like I told you, Samsung has a support as well. So if you tag them and put up a post where you're saying that you had an issue with them, they tend to reply back to you. So the same, I guess you should have also noticed in your personal profile where people, they're having a very bad network and issues. They post Airtel sucks and Airtel is whatever. I'm not being, bring down any company, but that's happened when you're not getting a network. They would have made a post where, in case and someone from Airtel picks it up, they'll say sorry for the inconvenience and we shall rectify it. So that is very important. Whether you do it or not comes later. But when someone is making an allegation on you on a social media platform, you should be able to acknowledge it and solve it if possible, or try working on it. And don't ignore comments. Okay, don't drink Facebook. Okay, that's a funny line we have there. And keep it clean and civilized. So when you're working on your post, just be careful with what content you post, and don't be afraid to ignore people. Okay, so this is another contradiction we have. Okay, don't ignore comments, don't ignore people. So there might be people who might bring you down as well, and most of you here would be a little worried about if you start a business page, what would your friends think? You can clearly mention in the title itself. You can say education purpose and let it be clear. So they should not feel like why is she starting a business page out of nowhere. Or create one, just share the link and the image of it, and then you can delete it. I've shown you how you can delete your page as well. It should be a learning process, and when you're doing something, learning something, don't be afraid of anyone. But if you're very concerned, you can do that. Create one, share the link. If you're deleting it, please say the screenshot, because you create and then then share the link and delete it. That makes no sense. So take a screenshot if you want to keep it very a temporary basis. Okay, don't be afraid of no people. Okay, maintain your privacy. So yeah, you don't have to mention all the details of how you operate and all that. So maintain certain privacy, your business privacy, what it is. More or less the same thing. What other things you should do on Facebook? Is the screen is these points visible, or should I max zoom in a bit? Are they visible?
Visible, sir.
Okay. So it says respond to post and reply comments quickly. I explained it earlier. Just be quick on the responses, good or bad. Just make sure to acknowledge and respond to it. Keep post short and sweet. Like I said, keep it brief. Be specific, but be brief. Don't extend too much because people will not have time to read everything. Ask question and request feedback. So yeah, you can do that as well. See how you can keep your audiences engaged is your talent and your um, I mean it's up to you how you want to do it. But once you create a page and you have set up, you have ads running, it's also important you keep them engaged. Give them some content. Okay, something is happening, or some festive season is coming up. Create a post on that, or something has recently happened. You have a current topic can be something on Bitcoin or whatever. If you can relate that to your topic and keep it funny or humorous, I mean humorous, something which should keep them entertained, that'll be good as well. Show people what's behind the curtain. Now that's again a contradiction. So here, what it means is you can show images how your company works. You can have images of if you're a business, you have a client who's come in on their you know, approval. You can take a photo of you sitting in a meeting. I think which I showed you on Google My Business, where keep images which are action oriented or something live than static. Okay, just an empty, empty space, just a laptop and a hand, that won't be good. So something as such, what's actually happening, or if you have an event, launch event, so update the images of the same. Interact with influencers. This is very important. You have influencers who have a lot of followers, and there will be people who will be blindly following these, and it's a great opportunity for us as business people and digital marketing people that you can use these platforms. You can use their profiles as well. Ask them to promote your product there, and if they can provide in their post, if they can provide a link to your page, your business, excuse me. So that creates a lot of impact, and followers run promotions. What we did earlier, we can do the ads and promotions. So whatever happens, like I told you earlier, good or bad, just react to everything positive. Don't. Uh, See, you need to understand. You need to understand. Facebook is a public and a social media platform. So kindly do not argue with your customers, even if they're wrong, they're right. It should be solved in person. So don't oversell. Um, Look into what you're exactly out there for, and specifically be on that. Don't oversell and don't push it too much. Okay. Use bad grammar. Don't use bad grammar. If you have issues, I think you can use these third-party apps, Grammarly and all that, to work on the content. One or two things it's okay, but mostly it says just keep the reputation of good grammar. Okay, bad mouth computers again. Um, it's an open platform. Don't talk bad about the competitor. Just focus on what you can do. Share business and personal secrets. So it says don't let me remind you again. It says don't share your business and personal secrets. That's quite obvious. You would be doing it, but still just take care of that. And don't talk about politics. Why politics it's suggesting is you saw that category when we're creating an ad. It says if it's a special category, because there are always a chance of argument and conflicts. What do you say, debate. So if it's politics, Facebook is not supporting you at any point of time. So keep it off the topic of politics, and don't get involved in any drama. More or less the same. Okay. Why should you use Facebook? See, establish and demonstrate your expertise. So this is a platform where uh, you can clearly talk to your customer, and this is a two-way communication, which I mentioned earlier. You can let them know what's exactly happening. In the sense, what are your plans of providing them better services? What are you coming up with? And what are the launches, what are the product launches you have, and if you have something in the system already and how you have updated it. Strengthen your brand identity. Definitely, Facebook is a great place for that. You can create them as a brand and keep your audiences engaged. Okay, promote new products or offers. See, both we have done it, like how we can create an event and an offer. So during time of you launching a new product, and always need to keep it fresh and something happening. That's another place where Facebook has a great platform. You can create an offer, an event, and you can schedule a post, let people know that this is coming up, and then create the offer. With some hype is some build-up has to be created before actual event happens. It's all just to get more viewers if it's an online event, or more participants if it's an offline. We collect feedback from customers and prospects. So this is definitely possible on Facebook, and it should be done. One more thing which I can show you is you can connect and create one of the Google Forms, which I had done it for you. Then I asked you for Google My Business. I mean, sorry, business avatar. Then you wrote in your replies for it, what business category. So you can do one uh, request form as well. I mean, instant form. So you create that and share the link. People will go to that link and enter the details which is mentioned, and you can get the same in form of an Excel. I think I can show that as well in the same, yeah, down the line after a few sessions of that. And build customer relationship. Okay, with doing all this, you'll have a loyal base customers where you can have a good relationship with them. In the sense, they will not consider thinking of another competitor as long as you're giving them a good service and generate word of mouth advertising. Yes, you can do that as well. See, like I told you, the age group was around maximum from starting around 18. So it's all the younger generation, but there is certain percentage of elders as well. So Facebook has covered literally the entire age group. So you're there, just create content such that you are part of a word of mouth advertising. Drive customers towards your website. That's the one of the basic things what we should be doing. Get found by people looking for your product and service. So there's one line here I would like to tell. Rather than finding the right people, this is an age of finding being found by the right people. So our content and our platform are it should be so optimized. So when a person is looking out for something, we should be available for them at the right moment. That's when your sale happens. Okay, let's take a break of 10 minutes, 10-12 minutes, and be back. I'll give an introduction to Facebook. I mean, I'll to YouTube today, and some parts of it I'll go through it. I think the same would be done tomorrow also. Some bit today and some bit tomorrow. So this should be more or less about how we go about Facebook. Any doubts so far before I take a break? Anything you would like to ask me? If yes, you can unmute yourself and ask. Or you want to head to a break? Let's have one in the comment section. So let's take a 10-minute break. Do we take a break? I want it to be interactive. Use the comment section please if you're not willing to unmute yourself and have a conversation. So shall we take a break? 10-minute break. Okay. So let's be back by in 10 minutes, 6 o'clock. I'll be here.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. So okay, let's start. Do a small introduction about YouTube now before we go into how to download, upload videos, and add in branding for it. Create a layout. Uh, do anyone of any? Do we have any YouTubers here? Are you posting contents already, vlogging every day? So that's a no. All right, no problem. Because that's a common question we need to ask people when we, addressing college students, because most of them will have their own YouTube channels. And if that's the case, we can just have a look and how well they're doing and what are things that they can learn or we can learn. So either way. So that's the reason I asked. If you any YouTubers in this channel, you can share your link on the chat section or the WhatsApp group, so we can all know how or what you're up to and what is about. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'm trying to. Okay, in the meanwhile, are you there? Is everyone in the back again? Can we have a yes in the chat section if you're all there? Or okay, great. Just one person. Others? Okay. Yeah. It's really easy, right? Just comment. So I know you're there. We have around 4 people out of 30 who are present and listening. The others, if you're just carried away, please come back. I'll do a small introduction on YouTube, and the rest I'll be explaining tomorrow. So I need more yeses in the chat section. Are you there? Okay. So that's around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people? Okay, now 6, 7. Okay, great. Slowly everyone are coming back. Great. Okay. It shouldn't be hard to just type yes in the comment section if you're listening. Are you there and listening? Type yes. I got already quite a few responses. The others, just let's make sure everyone are here. Okay, great. Someone, okay. That's it. Are all there? Maybe some are yet to get back from the break. Okay, that's all right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Someone is still typing 1. I guess they got confused and stuck to the default option of 1. I also ask yes just to know you're not always clicking on 1. Okay. So what I want you people to do is get into Canva. And is the screen visible right now?
No, sir.
Okay. How about now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So take time today, create one Facebook business page. I was told that some of you don't have a personal profile. It shouldn't take much time, just for the sake of this. Create, make a business page, and then you can delete off both your profile and your business page. Along with it, this you can take time, 1 or 2 days. Just come up with a really nice creative, because the responses which I got, the business categories which you sent were very interesting and different. So if we get to see this, get to see creators on these lines, it'll be really nice. Such variety what we got. So each one, just use frames like this, images, shapes, and have a headline here. Somewhere here you can have your the social media handles. So far we have done Google My Business, we have done Facebook. Okay, so you can create it, and you can also add an Insta. Insta more or less it's a similar platform. So here, okay, let me show you as well. Again, go to the element section, look for the social media handle you're looking for. Facebook. So you find it here. WhatsApp, Insta, Snapchat. That's the word I haven't used often. And most of you would be having a Snapchat. So bring them in, and you can just put their follows on, and you name more or less. I mean, see, it's a personal profile, it will vary. But when you're creating a business profile, just make sure the names are all the same in all the media. Okay. So if I put it as Facebook, that should be the one. I'm just showing you the framework. You can do it how you feel. This is one of the default ways how it's done. Okay, star will look colorful there. Just make sure they're all aligned and similar shape. I mean size. Doesn't have to be perfect. At least somewhere there. It'll get you the. It'll show you the guides. You can align it accordingly. Okay. So you can put in text there. Or catches on any phrase you'd like to use. Catches on or finders on. So just how you want to use your words. Let me make it all caps. Okay. And here or somewhere here you can have a WhatsApp symbol within a number. It's not essential everywhere, but at least a location. You can use a location here. You can use a pin. You can use a Google pin or map pin, Google Map pin. Okay, any of these which go well. So this looks nice because it also has a shadow, drop shadow there. Okay, number 23rd, 23, second main. That's just a random one. JP Nagar. Nagar, Bangalore. You can put in the pin code as well, but timing, I don't know it. Reduce the text size, bring it down to 20 or 18. Okay, reduce it. Reduce it furthermore, just take it as well. Should be visible, but not too highlighted as well. Okay. So on these lines, just work, create a make a creative of the business you are into. Okay. Another important thing is we would need a logo. Open another tab. So this was a ready-made one. So I want you to create. Okay, you can you see pre-existing presets and create one, but don't add in your names and the logo for what is already ready. This we didn't have time that day, and I had to show you a few things. That's why I had to pick this up. But now what I'm asking you is take time, create one creative based on what business you sent me in the business avatar before. So create that, take a logo, place it here. Okay, I can pick this. Control A, Control C. Okay. Okay, have a logo. You can group it as well. You can group it. Control G is group. So this is what should be there. You should also have a headline on what the creative or the ad is about, like whether it's a launch event or a new product you're bringing in, and it can be anything, or a new course you're not using, or change of location. You're bringing up a new store in a new city, so it can be anything. Just work on this. Okay, I'm just showing you a small demo how you can create this. You can do it much better. It'd be great. So let's have create that, download a PNG format or JPEG format and share it on WhatsApp group. We can take time for this. You can share it to me by Friday. Okay, take time, do it well. This is also part of your assignment. Let's have one creative of whatever business category you've chosen earlier, or you want to change, you can always do that. But make sure you use shapes, the frames, some social media handles, location, your logo, and a headline as well, which are not put here. Let's see if I have one existing. This is one of what one of the students have done it before. Okay, he's used all these frames. Like I told you, the frames come in different shapes. You can just use a frame, put in a photo you like. So do this and kindly share it on my WhatsApp group. It would be an experience, learning experience for you as well. Going ahead, let's see what's a small introduction today before we wind up. So I'll do rest of the things, optimizing and what should be done on YouTube tomorrow. I think I have a presentation for that. Just give me a minute. So here we have, a small checklist when you upload a video. I think it should be a list of around 10 things to run you through and explain tomorrow and when I do it in real time. Okay, do these 10 things on your video before it goes live. So before you post it or publish it, just make sure this is clear. Video file name. This starts, from your computer. Uh, how do you save your file is very important. So later, when you upload and something goes wrong and you don't find the video later, you need to have a backup of the same. So save it when you create the file itself. Once you shoot, okay. I think I have a video here. I mean, yeah, I have a presentation here as well. See, the process now which I'll be showing is just downloading it. In case you want to go into YouTube full time, I think there's a lot more to be done before the file is even created. Okay, so about YouTube, a small introduction now. I'll get back to the 10 points now or tomorrow. See here, YouTube is the leader online video platform where the premier destination to watch, share, promote original videos online. So YouTube is fully integrated with Google AdWords for video. So I mean, you can create Google ads. I mean, video ads. So as you're watching something, you get those videos right in the middle. Skip videos. They're skip and non-skip as well. So it's talking about that, and it's a level playing for businesses that want to reach new customers with online video. So here there's a small method. You find your reach audience, very similar. Gain the valuable insight about your video audiences. So 9 of 10 will be enticed to watch video ads. Okay, so that's the ratio it's mentioning. Out of 10 people, yeah, so out of 10, around 9 people will be made to watch the ad and spread video messages on larger scale. So 800 million people visit YouTube every month. The number should have gone up more. Okay. Reach new customers wherever they are. So being such a big platform, it's always easier to reach your customers and your prospects as well. So it involves, getting started with the video, how you create the video, managing your video, promoting, and tracking your success. But here in this section, we'll be showing how you download it. The video part, I think you should have. If you're a creator, you should be preparing it in advance, like scripting. If you're doing your own video, if you're a daily influencer, and if we have any YouTubers here already, they would be knowing how to do it. But I'll be showing you the process how you if you're not used to this, how you download the video. If you're used to this, how you upload it and then do certain branding and layouting, how the layout is optimized, and finally you'll also be how what do you write about the about section. Okay, so that's how we go about. So make a plan. Okay, this is the one which are doing prior loading it. So edit your video before you upload, like arranging, trim your clips, add music, transitions. So like I said, if you have anyone who was already doing this, they'll be very familiar with this. And then let's go into a section where okay, you add your music. So you can export to your editor in these formats. So you need to have your Google account for this to upload your video, and it's a free. It's free of cost. You can create your username and upload your video to YouTube. And that process is what I'll be explaining you. This should be again from a screenshot of an older version of it. Yeah, looks so. See, more or less now YouTube has become as good as a search engine. So if people are looking for something, there are instances are not satisfied with what they're finding on Google, the next thing they look out for is YouTube, because what's trending is how-to videos, and you can see all these uh, influencers who are on the tech platform, they review everything. So if you want to make a purchase, you go to YouTube. You want to buy a laptop tomorrow, you search on YouTube. And further, if you want to find the specifications and the rest of the details, then you go into Google and other blogs, technical places where they're written in more, much more depth into it. So this is a platform where people naturally go. I mean, before we didn't have such option. Okay. Now anything we want, we can either Google them or find the actual real time being done on YouTube. Okay. So I want to buy a car. Okay, let's take that example. So you can see the searches as well. You can see cars under 15 lakh. So if this is showing up, so imagine now people are already looking for it, and the content that could have been created on the same. Okay, it says top 15, top 5 cars in 15 lakhs in 2021, and even we can filter here based on what are we looking for, the content quality and duration, video, last time when was it uploaded. Okay, this is a filter which will make you will be very helpful in finding videos of our relevance. So it's showing here, and so many people have found the need, to create a content according to this. These under 10 lakh, 15 lakh. Also, there are ones with a pre-owned as well. And these details, okay, let me click on this. Just okay, Motor Octane is one of the review channels of automobiles. So see how in depth they mentioned about the content they put up. Okay, so they have a car consultancy firm. In a sense, they are providing the consultancy in order to choose what, in case you have a requirement, what kind of cars you want. They're even connected to an insurance company here, or they'll be handling the same. So this, I think, is around 5,000 characters what you can make use of. So each channel are at their own making use of it. So I'll show you some of the famous YouTubers where and how would their channel be. Okay, let me look at PC Night Style. So this guy is a fabulous YouTuber as well. His content is amazing. Off late, he's taken a break. Uh, Very creative, and he had content even before YouTube came into action. Even before YouTube was launched, he was making his daily vlogs, and his content was really good. So this is the feature video. I mean, this is the intro video. If I have not subscribed, first time I'm visiting a YouTuber's channel, okay, or any YouTube channel. So this is the video I'll be seeing the first time. If I subscribe, if you see the layout changes, and I refresh, so I'm a subscriber already now, and see how it changes. Correct? It's more or less like a showcase video. So you should have a content where you post, and okay, there are much more bigger ones. I can show you Mr. Beast. I'm sure most of you have seen Suicide. I mean, what's that? Squid Games. So he created the whole thing in such a large scale, and look at the followers he has, close to around 82.5 million subscribers. And his growth was like quite rapid compared to others because his concept was such. And see here, if you visit for the first time, I'm not a subscriber. This is the video which will be showing, and he wants people to see this. So he says subscribe or take. Okay, I don't want to say that. So here is uploads. And this is what I spoke to you about. And look at the number of views he has for the same. So YouTubers or digital marketing people, we always need to be with the trend. What's going on right now? If we implement and things what we do, see, he is implemented in his content, his video, and with that, see the number of views he has for this. This is huge. And this was posted in 25th November. That's quite recent, correct? So always need to go with trend and quality of content as well. If you have seen Squid Games, he literally has all the content which are part of it. Okay, tomorrow I'll be creating a channel. You can start from scratch, or I'll show you an account which already exists, and a few things which have to be implemented. Okay, and we can also have take a look at few more influencer YouTubers and see what are the content they're posting. And YouTube also encourages people to put content up. You see this play buttons, they have silver, diamond, gold. So this is a very interactive and a dynamic platform where people are always active in terms of viewers and also content creators. And like I told you, it's become one of the major search engine also. If you want, all these how-to videos and what is it about, you get all the details here. Okay, so we've done with Facebook ads today. So tomorrow I'll continue with YouTube. That was just a small introduction, and we'll create a account and optimize as we create, upload videos as well. So let's meet tomorrow. Are we good so far? All good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I already are on time, and they may have come late but already logged off as well. Anyway, okay. Let's meet tomorrow at 4:30. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.